You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like tinfoil, but way better.
It's like tinfoil, but way better.
Howdy folks, welcome back, and if you're new here, this is not my typical type of video, so it is new to me too. Well, it's been an interesting weekend. Apparently we shot down another UFO over Canada. I already made a quick video explaining why I think it is not an alien UFO, so if you haven't watched that, take the 60 seconds to give it a quick listen if you want. Link will be in the description. I've gotten into a couple debates with people on what it might be. I find it a little ironic the UFO hunting guy is saying it wasn't a real UFO, while others are claiming it was aliens or time travelers. Obviously, I'm a believer in aliens or interdimensional beings since I've seen a real UFO up close and have recorded some very odd lights behaving abnormally from a distance. With all that said, I will do a little speculation on what it might have been that they shot down. First, we have to consider the source. The Pentagon, military, and government in general doesn't have a great track record with being honest, so anything they say should be taken with a grain of salt. Undisputed examples is weapons of mass destruction, Snowden, MK Ultra, Richard Doty, and Operation Northwood, just to name a few that aren't considered conspiracy theories. Those examples prove how far the government is actually willing to go to achieve their goals. Also, I'm not making this political, both sides are to blame. They are willing to fabricate false information to get into a war that lasted 2 decades. There were no weapons of mass destruction, and that information came from a defense company owned by Dick Cheney, the vice president at the time. When Snowden presented actual evidence of mass surveillance, the government denied it. MK Ultra, where they conducted experiments on unknowing American and Canadian citizens for 20 years. Richard Doty spread false information to the UFO community on behalf of the government. Finally, Operation Northwood was a plan to kill American citizens and blame it on Cuba for an excuse to go to war. Thankfully, JFK rejected the plan, but it does prove that they are willing and capable of doing it. Alright, now back to the actual topic of the UFO that they shot down. Let's start with their wording. They've made it a point to steer away from saying UFO and calling them UAPs instead. But with the last 2 incidents, they're calling them objects. Not drones, not craft, not UAVs, not UAPs. They went back to the word object that holds that stigma, which I find a little bit odd. They tell us that it was cylindrical and smaller than the spy balloon and flying at about 40,000 feet, could not maneuver and appeared to be unmanned. So really, they don't tell us much. 40,000 feet is around where commercial planes fly. It is not abnormal for crafts to be at that altitude. Unmanned isn't anything new either. Cylindrical is also pretty vague. A normal plane fits that description. Not being maneuverable and being at the mercy of prevailing winds is a little different, and I'm not sure what they base that statement on. A U.S. official said the F-35 fighter jets could gain only limited information about the object as they travel at fast speeds, and he's referring to our jets, not the UFO. So maybe it could maneuver itself, but it just wasn't. It seems like they're basing it off its trajectory and a quick flyby. So really the information they're giving us is vague and incomplete. So what was it? Considering we just shot down a verified Chinese spy balloon, it's honestly probably another Chinese craft. What its purpose is, I have no idea. The government could be trying to downplay it for a few reasons. First, to reduce panic. I don't think we'd be thrilled to find out we shot down 3 Chinese UAVs over or near America in the last week. Maybe it was actually carrying a payload intended on destroying something. Again, that would cause panic. Another option is complete fabrication to distract us from something else that's going on. Things with Russia, Ukraine, China, Iran, North Korea, NATO, and everyone else seems rather tense. Also along the lines of complete fabrication is setting the stage for a fake alien invasion. Maybe they'll claim it was alien, and if that's the case, I still won't believe it for the same reasons I listed in my previous video. I trust the likely alien race that has been here for who knows how long without killing us over our government with a proven record of lying and killing civilians. Another possibility is them trying to scare or flex on other nations. If we shot down a real alien UFO, and it wasn't another country's, they will know that it wasn't theirs, and they'll wonder what it was and what we were able to learn from it. Personally, my money is on another Chinese drone or complete fabrication to distract us from something else. Those seem like the most plausible scenarios in my mind. Claiming it was aliens or time travelers is a leap, and that's coming from the UFO hunting guy. Anyway, we'll see what information they release in the future, but be skeptical if it doesn't add up. As always, thanks for stopping by. Stay safe. And maybe buy some guns, ammo, dry food. Shit seems a little crazy right now. And definitely get a giant Rambo knife because everyone needs one of those.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like tinfoil, but way better.